Alright everybody, welcome back to another round of Operation Red Scarlet. This is going to be turn 12 for the KMT in the US, January of 1942. I'm aware of no housekeeping to address, so let's just jump straight into the KMT turn. We have 3 IPP to spend, and we're going to spend it all on an infantry. Just leave it there for now. We're going to collect 1 IPP at the end. Got some non-combat movements. 1 infantry from Sikang is moving over to Szechuan, and the 107th from Yunnan is moving to Quichao, leaving behind only the militia and 1 mountain infantry. And then we're going to place the infantry in Szechuan. And with that, KMT is done. Let's move over to the USA. We'll start with the tech rolls. As always, we have rolled these off-screen using the Dice Maiden bot. On Discord, we've got a hit of 7 on improved factories, 7 on airborne doctrine, 11 on jet fighters, 12 on LRA, and then we've got misses on radar, heavy strat bombers, and strat rockets. Alright, for the Diplo, we're going to be rolling for Ireland, Turkey, Brazil, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay, all hitting at a 2 or less on the left side. We got a hit for Ireland. And then on the right side, got a hit on Brazil and on Uruguay. Well, that's useless. We don't need both of those. Alright. Now we can move over to the purchases. We have 99 to spend, and we've got 98 of it declared here. We've got 5 militia, 2 militia upgrades, 1 fighter, being Lend-Lease to the Soviets, 2 Marines, 2 airborne, 20 infantry, 2 of which are being Lend-Leased, 1 to Iran and 1 to GB, 3 stages of heavy battleships. That's moving the 2 battleships from stage 3 to 2, and also starting another battleship. And then we're going to be finishing the fleet carrier from stage 2 and starting a heavy fleet carrier. And we will have 1 IPP left in the bank. This third supplies here represents finishing the major port in Panama, which costs 2 IPP, but isn't being calculated properly. So everything here should be placed this turn. Okay, on to the combat movements. We do have only 2, I believe. From A27, the tactical bomber from the fleet carrier is going to be mapping into A28. And the light cruiser from A31 is going to be moving 1-2 into A41 and going on escort duty in A41. And that is all of it. No other combat moves anywhere else. Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll this combat out. We've got a hit on a 7 or less on the map here. Heyo, that's a target select. That is the advanced sub dead. And with that, we can move on to our non-combat movement phase. That tactical bomber is going to land back on the carrier. Oh no. Ah. These carriers are too sticky. The fighter from New York is going to fly over and also land on the carrier. We've got a destroyer coming. Well, every ship in A-27 is going to come off escort duty. Just let the two MAP aircraft do the job for us. We've got a destroyer coming out of A-27 and going in port in... in port in DC. We've got one destroyer and one light cruiser from A-31 moving up alongside all the naval transports into A-25. They're actually going to be going all into A-18. Germany does have an opportunity to declare war, so this does actually need to have been in the combat movement phase. I'm going to assume that they don't wish to declare war for one shot at sinking the transport. But that opportunity does exist, and I haven't received a response from Adolf on the matter yet, so that could come in as housekeeping, I suppose. From there, the three naval transports are going to be going in port in Nova Scotia. The light cruiser is going to be going to A-27, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the destroyer is going to be returning to A-31, and it's going to go back in port in DC. Change that plan. That's not what we're doing here anymore. We've got all of the units in New England marching into Ottawa, and the light tank from New York also driving to Ottawa. Okay. We've got a medium bomber flying from southeastern U.S. to Nova Scotia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be railing attack bomber from the Pacific Northwest to the southeastern U.S. Got two battleships moving from A-30, 1, 2, 3, into P-76. Two coastal submarines from A-41 are moving into A-45. I think we're done on this side of the board then. Move over to the western seaboard. We've got two Marines boarding the naval transport in San Francisco, moving over to Hawaii, dropping the Marines off in Hawaii, and going in port in Hawaii. And then the naval transport that starts in Hawaii is moving up and joining the 5th Fleet, which is coming out of port into P-25. Alright, I do believe two coastal submarines from P-29 to P-22, and then that should be all of our movements. Yeah. So let's go ahead and place our buys and collect our income. Got a fleet carrier being built in the 5th Fleet. That does mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capital ships are in the Pacific, so Japan loses Kido Butai. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one is damaged. Okay. Placing more buys, we've got a Marine and 7 infantry in San Francisco. Guarantee that we have factories, yeah. We've got a Marine and 7 infantry in San Francisco. have to make that bigger and clean it up. We've got an airborne and 2 infantry in southwest U.S. 5 militia and 2 militia upgrades in the Pacific. We'll do militia in Wake, militia in Attu and Kiska, and then Alaska. We'll do a militia upgrade and militia in Midway and Guam. And then the fighter for the Soviets is going to start in California and move 1, 2, 3, 4, land in the Far East. The shipment to Iran is going to start here, go to Hawaii, go to New Britain, go to South Australia, and it's going to face interdiction attempts by the Japanese in I-12. We'll roll for the submarine hitting on a 3 or less, and a coastal submarine hitting on a 2 or less. Okay, so the shipment gets through, lands in India, and then uses their rails to land in southern Iran. The rest is going to go on the other side of the map. Major port is being completed in Panama. Shipment to UK of an infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, landing in southern England. An airborne is taking the same supply path and using the factory in northern England in compliance with Triumph of Capitalism. We've got an airborne and 7 infantry in New York. I'm going to have to clean that up too. And then 2 infantry in New England. That looks good. So we'll collect our income. We have a base income of 63 plus 12, bringing us to 75, with the 1 collected, or 1 saved, brings us to 76. And with that, we should have everything more or less in place to pass things along. So we'll leave things there, clean up the board a little bit, and then pass things over to Adolwolf for the next German turn. So we'll leave things there and say best of luck on your next rolls.